should've let you know that I don't want up the more than a physical touch. If it's too much, maybe I can move along. should have let you know that I don't want up the moan. Then a physical touch, if it's too much, maybe I can move along.
Open wasn't there, so we had to get rid of the ball, and it rolled out of bounds. We welcome any Spanish Fork Dawn fans that might be tuning in here to Sting TV. Dante Rodriguez for Wasatch, listed at 6'9". He's going to tower the tallest person on the floor for Spanish Fork. Right now, we believe is number 25. That's three-pointers good. Jacob Balch on senior night. He was recognized earlier for senior night, along with others. That's a steal. Hinckley's going to come down with it. Wasatch has numbers quickly to Cash Coombs, and Coombs couldn't handle it. Just a little out of his reach, and tried to get it to Dante Rodriguez, but he couldn't. So Spanish Fork, another opportunity. Down 6-2, Wasatch with the early lead. And there's down low. JJ couldn't get it. That bucket's good by Andy Hernandez, who now has all 4 points for the Dons. 6-4 here early on in the first quarter. Important game for both teams. Jacob Balch. Seth Curry-like one-hand layup. Magic. Balch already with 5 points. That shot up over the reach of Dante Rodriguez. Went off the rim and no good. 8-4. JJ's going to drive, gets it to, tries to do an alley-oop. Saved by Hinckley. And Wasatch still has 22 seconds on the shot clock. Where they were trying to do a little alley-oop to spin move, Nate Hinckley. 10-4. Hinckley, a beautiful textbook, I'd call it. Spin move off the glass, layup. There's the drive. J.J. Seri got the block, but they're going to call, I'm betting, it's going to be Cash Coombs. That's going to get the foul. No, they're going to give it to J.J. Wow. J.J. questioning that. I am too. I thought it was Cash Coombs that kind of got the body. J.J. was a full distance away. But he's going to get the foul. J.J. blocked the shot. Free throw, no good. At the line for the Dons is number 3, Gage Christensen. As we mentioned earlier, 16 points a game. And he hits the second. Wasatch with the early lead here. Jacob Balch leading the attack, 5 points already here in just the first 4 minutes. JJ down low, he's at the baseline. Only one on him. He's going to spin. Beautiful little lay-in, JJ Seri. Seri now with 5 points. 12-5. Quickly, Wasatch jumping out. Pass down low, almost lost by Spanish Fork. Wasatch really clogging up the middle. Spanish Fork has had a good season. Again, 4-5 in region play in this tough region. Cash Coombs, he's going to go all the way. No, he's going to stop. Nate Hinckley, wide open three, no good. Boy, Nate almost might have found himself too open there. He was a little surprised that somebody wasn't up in his face. Spanish Fork, as I was mentioning, they have beat some good teams. They've played well. And not a big team. That ball's out of bounds. J.J. Seri, just tough defense. Andy Hernandez questioning it a little bit. There was just a little contact, but J.J. just stopped him at the baseline. Hernandez, as we mentioned, 8 points a game, kind of a multi-tool player who I haven't seen yet on the floor for Spanish Fork is number 34, Caleb Cabrera, averaging 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. I haven't seen him yet. I wonder if he's dressed even. Nate Hinckley kicks it out. Balch takes a little pump fake. Shot no good. 12-footer. Had a pretty good look. And here comes Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork has not shot a three-pointer yet. Partly because three-pointer, 2 for Jacob Balch here in the first quarter. 8 for the number 5 senior guard. Jacob Balch, as we mentioned, that all the seniors were presented with a little fun presentation earlier before the game, and his brother was able to come out and present him with the goodies. That's a big, great fake. No good. Rebound Wasatch. Jacob Johnson had a pretty good look for the Dons. Well, Wasatch, 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. 24 on the shot clock. Balch looking to try to get it down to JJ. JJ gets it up top, starts to drive and pulls it back. Dante Rodriguez. Shot clock down to 9. 7. Jacob Balch does a little crossover shot. Holy smokes! Jacob Balch. 10 points here in the first quarter. Spanish Fork running out of time. Down to, and that shot is good. Once again, Andy Hernandez. He gets the basket and the harm. He'll shoot a free throw. And that shot brings Wasatch. We're calling out the score because we can see that the score is not on the scoreboard. 17-9. That shot brought Spanish Fork to 9. Wasatch had a 10-point lead. That's the largest, easily the largest point lead of the game for Wasatch. The free throw, no good by Hernandez. 13 seconds. Sorry, I take that back. 10 seconds now left in the first quarter. 17-9 is the score. Nate Hinckley drives through. 1 second left. The shot is up, and that's no good. And a big first quarter by the Wasatch Wasps. 19-9 is the score after 1. Holy Toledo. We'll be able to hopefully see. I was waiting here to see if there'd be any replays, and here we go. We'll look at a couple maybe before we break for the first quarter. That's okay. We'll take a break. We'll go ahead and break right now. First quarter done, 19-9.
Yeah. 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 City going up, so you better buzz. When it really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, till they gotta go and see the judge. Nigga better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be a thug. Wanted me a plug to get a little bread. Shoot a couple niggas in the head, still outside. I don't hide from here for life.
Seniors players for them, and they were able to, as we mentioned, down low. Dorius just couldn't reach that pass. Boy, he would have been wide open. Corey Lang, we're back here, and
trying to fix our scoreboard, our overlay,
and it works. So
when they unplugged everything, trying to fix the flag, they unplugged all of our stuff. So.
Jacob Balch with the steal, and then he got fouled. So far, the player of the game here, Jacob Balch, leading like a captain. Checking into the game for Wasatch a moment ago is Ike Mitchell. And then, of course, we mentioned Logan Dorius. Jacob Balch, 10 points. 2 3-pointers.
Oh, you got the matchup you want. JJ needs to sit deep in that.
Wasatch nursing the 10-point lead. Jacob Balch drives again. This time it gets out of his hands. And a turnover. Here comes Spanish Fork. Pass down low. Well done. Boy, he had the open shot. This time he got it. Andy Hernandez leading all scorers. For the Spanish Fork, leading with 8 points. Already met his season average. Dorius is going to take the 3-pointer just off the mark. I think he has the green light. I saw him shooting in practice.
Well,
in,
I
warm-ups.
imagine, though, Spanish Fork will be totally content giving him that shot all night long. I'm not doubting he can't hit it.
Right.
But I'll bet your percentages are.
Dorius,
Absolutely.
shot missed. Dorius brings down the rebound. JJ's bringing the ball down as a point guard. And he's going to give it off to Jacob Balch. 19-11. The biggest lead of the night has been 10 for Wasatch. Mitchell in the corner gets it to JJ. He's triple teamed. Now he's only single teamed.
Oh, yeah.
Dorius gets the pass from JJ and puts it in. Logan Dorius. JJ rejected the shot from Hernandez. And the crowd doing the usual, you got swatted. And I saw that too. Unfortunately, Mitchell just touched the arm and is going to get 3 foul shots for Peyton Webster. There's the block shot by JJ. JJ averages at least 2 or 3 blocks a game. Peyton Webster at the line. Peyton is a senior for the Spanish Fork team. As we mentioned, Spanish Fork 4-5 in this tough Region 7. And 9-13 overall, as Corey mentioned, identical. Wow, missed the first 2. Or was that the first shot? Was that just the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have the other Dorius and Colin Anderson. A couple other seniors checking in and get some time here in the first half.
More shots for Peyton Webster. And missed all 3. 21-12. Maybe there wasn't 3. Maybe I just missed one. Maybe his foot was on the line. But I thought there was supposed to be 3. Oh, and the pass just out of the reach. Hinckley somehow ends up with it, kicks it out. JJ's going to drive, and he flush! Poster! JJ Seri lightens up the crowd with a one-hand dunk. Brought the student crowd to life. That's a three-pointer. That's Peyton Webster made up for
the best way to answer.
That's exactly
Quiet the
right.
crowd, neutralize the dunk.
Wasatch up 23-15. So far, Corey, how do you like these matchups?
Very similar teams, as we were talking early on. Record similar, but personnel-wise, style-wise, like both have their strengths.
I think that shot's blocked by Hinckley. Might have been a little contact. Brock Jacobson was looking at the ref. Either way, Hinckley had him covered. Hinckley drives, kicks out. Ball's going to take another 3 after hitting the first couple.
Oh, great cleanup.
Great rebound. Ty Dorius with the cleanup. First bucket of the night for Ty. The Dorius brothers have come in and made an immediate impact. Oh, and that time there was just a little contact. I thought Dorius had the ball knocked out of his hands, and somehow the shot was still put up and made by Jacob Johnson.
As we see that scramble on the
floor
with the dunk.
That's one you're going to remember the rest of your life right there. JJ Seri. Corey, we were talking about looking at, we heard some potential rumors. This is flat out rumors. I have no idea. But JJ, of course, is an outstanding member of the boys volleyball team here. And according to Coach Wilton, I don't think this is any type of news, can't be told, but he getting looks at college coaches for volleyball besides basketball. And, you know, my love for the game of volleyball, I love JJ's game. He has a great game. They're going to call travel. Oh, okay.
I think
shot went in, but no good.
I think Coach and JJ should be happy that it's travel and not the foul.
I
I'll take turnover over a foul on board.
25-17. is the lead for Wasatch. 3:40 left here in the first half. Cash Coombs all over the guard Gage Christensen. Christensen's their top scorer. Dante Rodriguez rips down the rebound. Christensen right now 1 point in the first half. I'm going to give a lot of that credit to Coombs all over him defensively. Pick at the top. Nate Hinckley thought about the 12-footer. Spinning in the key. Colin Anderson. Three-pointer no good. Cash Coombs comes up with it. And a new shot clock for Wasatch. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Sorry, the first half of this game. Oh, thought he had JJ open there for a moment. Coombs gets it to Colin Anderson. JJ back at the top. Plenty of time. Shot clock down to 15. Colin thought about taking that three again. Nate Hinckley, shot clock now down to 7-6. Hinckley's going to drive, and he just has it all tied up, and they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession's going to go to Spanish Fork.
The Dons had a great defensive possession right there. Stand holding, limiting shots, limiting passing lanes, and then when the ball did penetrate, the whole team just collapsed. And
it seemed to me, and I think, again, I think Hinckley does well, is drive and do a little pull-up right there about 7 feet. That seems
it's
like a shot.
Such a hard shot to block, too.
Yes. Spanish Fork desperately needing a bucket here. Three, no good. They kick it out. JJ with the steal gets it to Cash Coombs. He's stealing from behind, stolen out of his hands. Wow, I got to say that was a pretty good play. Ben Clayson. Yeah, he's not happy saying all ball. You can hear him say it. And I can see the athletic director or the principal of Spanish Fork, actually John at the referee over there underneath the basket. He was helping with the flag situation. Corey, we'll have to tell the fans about the flag situation. We don't have to, but
that was the reason for the late start tonight. Tip-off should again. We usually go on live just after the anthem. As many of you may have noticed if you tuned in early, but the flag would not go back up.
It's a beautiful flag, sponsored by a couple different businesses, I believe, but drapes right over mid-court. And it is beautiful when it's down. But tonight, the horror of horrors with that flag, as you mentioned, Corey. You knew someday it was going to happen. Cash Coombs going to get called for a foul. That'll be his second.
And that's that hustle, tenacity that Cash brings, his style of game. The trade-off, obviously, is a positive. Every once in a while, you got with a foul or something, but I think his net positive is always high enough that. And JJ sends that one out of the gym.
JJ blocked it, but it was Dante Rodriguez that fouled. Now here's a question for you. Does that still count as a block shot?
No.
Because if he shoots it and it goes in, it's still good.
Yeah.
So the block shot, should count.
The shot would have happened before the foul.
Okay.
And so the continuation of it. The block happened after the foul, so the play was dead at the foul.
Logan Dorius checks back in for Dante Rodriguez. The foul on Rodriguez, we believe it was just the first foul. Second free throw good. Spanish Fork, and that brings the lead back to 7. The lead at one time was 10 here in the first half. High pressure. JJ's going to drive.
Great
soft shot, good.
JJ seems to have a little extra bounce in his step tonight. And
Ty Dorius clamping down on Hernandez. Hernandez shot is blocked by Dorius, and he ends up with it. And Wasatch down to the final minute here of the first half with a 27-18 lead. just out of the reach of Balch. Oh, when he stepped on the line
Yeah, it kind of gets
just
twisted
before
behind.
he saved it. That would have been a
Pass
great
wasn't
save.
meeting over in front of him. He had to kind of turn behind and got twisted up.
There's the block shot by Dorius. Beautifully done. As we mentioned, the seniors, the Dorius brothers, will be missed. They have been strong points.
They bring a
this
presence.
Season. Yes. And yes, as we mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us, Carson Banke out with a concussion tonight. And that really does change the look of Wasatch. Shot blocked by Hinckley. How many blocked shots by Wasatch tonight?
A block party.
That's at least 4 different guys that have blocked shots tonight for Wasatch. Going to be the final shot of the half. 20 seconds left. Down to 15 seconds here in the first half. Wasatch with an opportunity to go into the halftime with the final score. Hinckley up top. He's pestered. And a foul is called. And that will not be free throws.
Yeah, actually a very, very smart
Pretty
foul.
smart foul, actually.
He was getting beat. He's not going to shoot free throws. Let that defense reset, make him shoot it over the top rather than a drive to the hoop.
Foul going to be charged to Jacob Johnson of the Dons. He's a junior. That's his first. And yeah, left Wasatch in a predicament here. 2.1 seconds to get a shot off. Gives it to JJ. JJ can do it. Gets a 3. In and out. No good. Wasatch will take a 27-18 lead into the halftime. Corey, happy with what Wasatch is doing right now?
It's kind of a scrappy half, the bit that I saw. And I think that advantage goes to Spanish Fork, actually. That's kind of their...
Okay.
I think their style, their players are a little bit more scrappy, and I don't mean that in a negative way by any means. But I think when Wasatch can dictate and run the plays and get the sets they want, advantage to their size and talent. If Spanish Fork, the Dons, can make it a little bit more of a scrappy game, I don't want to say the word dirty because it's not dirty, but
right.
I think you know what I mean. But I think that's an advantage to Spanish Fork.
Okay.
And I think that's why it's 27-18. They're keeping within reach here because of that.
See, what I like about what Wasatch did, I feel like they're being more physical right now, and that to me is what they're beating him at. They're beating him on rebounds
and those blocks and
the block
they're
shots.
Owning
both ends.
Defensively, they're definitely shutting them down, and that's why Spanish isn't closer than they are.
With a win tonight, there's potential that Wasatch could move up in the RPI because any win in the Region 7 gets you points. And when the polls closed, and they do that a week before the tournament, Wasatch was 14. I mean, think of that. They were 15 before the loss.
Yeah.
And still moved up last week because the region's so tough. All right, well, we're going to go to halftime here. Let you watch the drill team out there. Right now the cheer team is in Los Angeles, I believe LA, for nationals competition. We'll let you go. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. The lead is 27-18 for the Wasatch Wasps. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. We'll be right back.
Secret, she couldn't let it go. I'm sorry, lady, I should have let you know that I don't want up the mud. Then a physical touch, if it's too much, maybe I can move along. If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give nobody's no sympathy. I'll take away the pain, I'll give you everything. I just wanna see when you wanna see.
If this world were
It
mine.
go in, out, door, slow. Maybe you would stop, strike, close. And I'm with you, everything goes. Come and put that on my soul.
If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7.
Come on in, let's go. Yeah! Let's go! Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Grown music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, I'm my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'.
Sergeant. I'm a sophomore and I play the 1, 2, and 3.
My name's Brinley and I'm a junior and I play point guard for Wasatch girls basketball.
My name is Abby Winsler. I'm a junior and I play the 3 and 4. One thing I really like about being on the team is the girls are so nice to each other. Like no matter like the age, we all just get along so well and the bus rides are so fun.
The thing I like most about the team is probably getting to know all the younger girls and just playing with everyone.
My favorite thing about the team is just how close we all are and how fun it is to hang out with everyone. This season I'm looking forward to getting to know the younger girls better and our home games.
Now I'm looking forward to just playing with all the girls and winning every game.
I'm looking forward to all the games coming up and our tournament that's happening in December and just being with the team. So far the team is doing pretty good. I think we'll do pretty good this year. We have a lot of good girls and we have a lot of girls.
So far we're doing really good. We're 3-0 right now.
I think we'll do good the rest of the season and it'll just be a good season.
But
Welcome back to Wasatch High School. The Wasatch Wasps 27-18 lead going into the second half. Corey Lang, the leader of the gang here, Sting TV. What does Wasatch need to do to keep this lead and win this game?
I think it's the intangibles. It's just the hustle. You've got to out-hustle Spanish Fork and beat them there, because I think everything else you're doing, defensively, you're doing a stellar job holding them to 18 points and a half. You will win a lot of games if you can hold them to 36 points in a game.
Cash Coombs hits the three. I was just going to say, three-pointers really helped.
Just handle your game. Try to out-hustle. Don't let them back in getting that scrappy, second chance or rebounds or things like that. So
Spanish Fork looking at being down. Their biggest deficit of the night, 12 points. To me, it looks a little like Spanish Fork. Shots up and good.
That's a tough shot.
Just
really
the
tough
shot you need. You need to get that right off to match. That's Brock Jacobson. His first bucket of the night.
The offense wasn't really generating anything. It was kind of grinding down. And it had to shoot that over a defender, Matt Kinkley, and it's a tough shot.
We had this happen last game. See the lights on the upper level. Cash Coombs drives, no call. He hits the floor and quickly down the floor. Jacobson, wow. That's the fastest I've seen him tonight. Strong player.
Very quick.
Brock Jacobson, he's listed at 5'9". I think that's gratuitous. He looks to me about 5'5", but so lightning fast. Jacobson missed the shot, but he's going to get free throws. I got to say, the percentage for Spanish Fork free throws tonight, so far, not good. I think under 50% so far.
And when you're trying to stay in a game and trying to steal one on the road, boy, you really got to knock down your free throws.
Jacobson hits the second. The 12-point lead is down to 9. Three-quarter court pressure. Jacob Balch. Dante Rodriguez. The follow-up flush. Rodriguez dominant in that presence there. Shot up. Pretty good look. Dante Rodriguez with the board. That was a
grabs that high, sees the vision of it, and makes the pass before he comes down.
Three-pointer good. Cash Coombs. And quickly, boy, Coach Johnson of Spanish Fork not happy.
Yeah, key moment, because Wasatch has a couple really big plays. A three by Cash Coombs, the dunk by Dante, but you're still within 14 points. You let this get out, so it's a well-timed timeout. Try to stop any kind of momentum.
I don't know if we can get a camera on Coach Johnson.
Looks like we're going to a full timeout.
He is furious at his team. What's he telling him? I mean, that's just a couple of pretty good shots. Is he saying we can't?
It's effort. It's Cash Coombs shooting a wide open three-pointer as we see that dunk by Dante
Rodriguez. I can hear
not
Coach
just a dunk,
Johnson
but a putback. Yeah.
I have headphones on. I can hear him yelling at his team.
I mean, there's not much you could do about the dunk.
Yeah.
You could try to block him out, and stuff like that. But that was so close, right under the rim. But the wide open three-pointer.
Two from Cash Coombs here. Yep.
Is, as a coach, inexcusable. Like, they can hit shots like that, but you can always cover. You can always give your effort. And I think
so, yeah.
It's those mental lapses there.
Spanish Fork doesn't know what's hit him. Like 14-point lead, Wasatch.
You want to be in a game, you cannot give him open shots, and I think that's why he's angry. But Wasatch, what a way to come out in the second half.
Jacobson making that play earlier looked like the energy boost they need, but 2 3-pointers by Cash Coombs and a dunk by Dante Rodriguez has put Spanish Fork in a hole.
JJ with
open three-pointer, no good. Boy, Gage Christensen just having an off night.
I think Wasatch smells blood in the water.
Yeah, I agree. JJ Sari! 3 for 3 3-pointers is Wasatch tonight here in this opening of the third quarter. No call there on the bump. No good. Board blocked by Dante Rodriguez.
They're going to warn JJ for a flop.
Oh, is that what they're warning?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were warning the Coach Johnson. He was out on the floor yelling. That's interesting.
Flop warning.
Flop warning. Interesting.
On JJ. He stood his ground. The offensive player made his contact. JJ tried to sell it. Wasn't enough there, and the ref sees it as a flop.
Wow, I thought they were going to give Johnson a tease, what I thought.
But I think a lot of that comes from the AD sitting in the ear of the ref on the baseline, telling him to make that call, and then he made that call.
That's a good spot to be, I guess.
Because he didn't jump right to the call and make it. He waited. And
yeah, right.
Like, I would be fine if you just called it, did it, because I do agree. I thought he flopped, but
I'm not sure
but
what
don't
the
let
whole
somebody
discussion is.
I don't either.
There's a lot of discussion about it. So, they're going to give the ball. It's a turnover. And JJ's saying he was pushed from behind.
I'm not sure why you want the ball in the dead corner of the court anyway.
Right. Okay. I got you.
It wasn't a good spot, even if he gets a clean catch. You're in a terrible spot.
Maybe this is a moment. No, JJ steals it. Steal by Sari. Gives it to Jacob Balch. I can tell the guards for Spanish Fork have come way out. In a man, right? They're in a man?
Yes. They're really trying to just put the pressure on the ball.
Wasatch looking like they want to drive, and there's the foul. I agree.
That's
Spanish needs to be. They need to be aggressive right now. Foul's going to be charged to Jacob Johnson. That's his second. Neither team with any players in any foul danger. I don't know of anyone over 2 fouls. Cash Coombs is going to drive, kicks it to JJ. JJ can't get a handle on it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
He still has it, though. Gets it to Ike Mitchell.
Oh, timeout by Coach McClure.
Oh, unfortunate.
That's one of those ones you just,
oh
well, we'll live with it.
Coach McClure called the timeout just as Mitchell was making the layup. Oh, and
But I think he was initially trying to make that call when the ball with JJ was on the floor. And so you want this possession because you hit a 3, you're up 20. That's going to push that lead. It's going to bump that. It's a mental thing as soon as you hit that even. And so
you can see right there.
Yeah.
Nate Hinckley looking
okay.
Nate Hinckley had to hold his mouth because he was laughing. In either case, the timeout will allow Wasatch possession under their own basket, up 38-21. Would you call this an upset?
No. I think Wasatch would be favored coming in. They're very, very similar. Your home court, I think home court gives you a lot of advantage.
Yeah.
Especially in high school ball when you get your crowd. But a delayed start on your home court goes into Wasatch's favor. And senior night.
J.J. Sari, three-pointer no good. Rebound, Spanish Fork. And Corey, there's once again speeding down the floor. That looked like a travel, but kept alive. That's a shot by Johnson. It's good. Jacob Johnson getting the necessary points that Spanish needed. Down low to Ike Mitchell. JJ's going to drive, kick it. Nope, he's going to kick it out.
Great ball move.
Cash Coombs, three-pointer. No good, off the front rim. Yeah, they're going to call that on Jacobson. I saw that. I was watching it.
And that time JJ gets the position.
Yes.
And forces that player to run him over rather than taking it and try to sell something. Just let him knock you down.
One of the drawbacks of being that fast
it's
sometimes
it's tough to stop the train sometimes.
But most of the time, Jacobson, I love his speed. Amazing. Wasatch with an opportunity here. Mitchell's going to take a three-pointer. Good!
Almost textbook against that zone. Stick a great player like JJ right at the high post, middle of the key, top of the free throw line, and goes in, goes out.
Steal by Balch again.
Yeah, they're just out playing them, out hustling, out moving.
Cascoon's going to take the three, and they're going to call the travel. I saw him do that too, I think.
Yeah.
Tried to get his feet set a little bit, and the shot went in. Right now, shooting percentage high for Wasatch. Jacobson's going to take a breather for the Dons. Into the game is Evan Stewart. Stewart, Clayson. I'm not sure who else you'd say. I guess Christensen's the other guard. There's an open three-pointer. Right now, Spanish Fork just not able to get it in the bucket. Corey, this is the first and only time these teams will play this year. So that the schedule, the way it works with the men, the boys here in Region 7, is they have 3 teams that they will only play one time. All the other teams will play home and away.
Because they have that added team.
Nate Hinckley, 3. Why not? That's now 4 different players here in the third quarter with a three-pointer for Wasatch. J.J. Sari with the steal, and they're going to call a foul. Oh, they're going to call it on J.J. I'm a little surprised at that. I thought the player diving for it. Wow, Sari's going to get the end of that. That's his second personal foul. Maybe Wasatch needs to put their athletic director down under the basket over there.
I don't even think
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's not right. So.
But you can't tell me that a person can't be influenced.
Shot no good. Yeah, you're right. I agree. I was a coach for 20 years in college. I definitely know.
We've seen it.
Mitchell! It is raining three-pointers here in the nest.
It's the spacing and ball movement.
Beautiful ball movement. And defense right now, Wasatch just pounding.
Nothing.
No shot on the outside, no shot on the inside. Drive, kicked out. Balch again, that time the aggressive D is going to cost him with a foul. I believe that'll be Jacob Balch's second personal foul. Wasatch with a 24-point lead here with 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Spanish does not know what just hit them. A lot of game here left. But Spanish not getting open looks on the three and not getting look on the inside so far. Shot clock down to 10. There's a drive. That time it was open. Oh, and they're going to give that to JJ again. No, they're going to give it to... Wow, that's actually going to give the foul to Drexton Morris. Drexton Morris came in, and boy, all of them are looking at where did that come from, but Gage at the line for Spanish Fork. Hitting the first is Jacob Johnson. Johnson with 4 hits the second, and that's 5 points for him. Minute 40 left here in the third quarter. Wasatch up 22, 47-25. They're going to call a foul on Spanish Fork, it looks like, on all the cuts and weaves. I didn't see who they gave it to. Oh, they gave it to Johnson. Jacob Johnson, that'll be his third personal foul. Johnson's going to come out of the game. Into the game for Spanish Fork is Noah Johnson. And for Wasatch, into the game is Logan Dorius. Dorius gets it down low, puts it up and in. Beautiful under the basket inbound play. The lead is back to 24. Shot is up. Colin Anderson all in the face. Again, rebound. They did get an offensive board, but couldn't do anything with it. And here comes Wasatch. Colin Anderson was all over Peyton Webster on that shot. Three-pointer off the mark. Ty Dorius ends up with it. He's going to put it back and in. That's Logan Dorius. I knew I'd said that wrong. I apologize, Dorius brothers. 51-25. Corey, who would have thought this without Carson Banke? The shot is good. I believe that basket is by Austin Olson. Checking in just a moment ago. He's a junior guard. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Wasatch going to count it down for one last shot. Down to 7. And the ball is stolen by Spanish Fork. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and a foul is going to get, that's going to be free throws. Foul is going to be charged to Jacob Balch. I think that foul hurts a little bit. That's 3. Jacob Balch, I don't understand. Balch is down here. How was he? Is he under the basket like that? Anyway. So at the line is Andy Hernandez. Hits the first. Hernandez had 8 points in the first half. That's the first point of the second half for him.
He had a great start.
Yep.
He really did.
Misses the second. Dorius with the rebound. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Wasatch.
Wow, what a
big quarter.
What a great quarter for Wasatch. They're coming out in the half. Just that speed, knocked down those shots.
Yes.
The effort was there. You know, you're out playing. That's a blow to Spanish Fork for sure. With the 10 points, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in the Nest. Wasatch up 51-28. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. Sting TV, as you all know, run by students. I'm privileged to be able to do this, but I hope someday students continue doing the play-by-play. Here we go, fourth quarter. Wasatch up 51-28. Shot open, no good, but offensive board and put back, and they're going to call a foul. And that's the type of energy right there that Spanish Fork needs. The offensive board and shot by Noah Johnson. It's going to reward him with some free throws. Noah Johnson is a junior, listed at 6'4", and misses the first. At the line for his second is Noah Johnson. And just like that, it was a miss. They're going to call a foul on Logan Dorius. So Spanish Fork with a couple opportunities here. Although both free throws were missed, they will get another chance though. They tried a little alley-oop on the inbound pass and it didn't work, but they kept it. The drive is up and the shot was blocked, but they're going to call the foul. Peyton Webster at the line. I think they're going to give that foul to Colin Anderson. Yeah. There was definitely contact, and that's Spanish Fork driving. That's what it's going to do. It's going to, something good's going to happen. Usually with a drive like that, you're either going to get fouled or make the bucket. Webster hits the first, but misses the second, and Colin Anderson comes down with a rebound. Wasatch looking at Nate Hinckley's going to drive. Beautifully done, but couldn't make it fall. Wow, it was a beautiful drive right down the middle of the key. And he tried to put it off the glass on the right. And it just couldn't fall. Spanish Fork with an opportunity here. Kick out. Wasatch recovering on those kickouts really well. That shot is good. That's Peyton Webster. Webster with 6. Wasatch coming down looking like they're trying to maybe run off clock, which is probably to their advantage with a 20-point lead. JJ almost got it down to Logan Dorius. Dorius has it stolen, and then they're going to call the foul on him. Dorius was double teamed. He had the idea to get it back to Hinckley, but the pass was intercepted and just barely reached for it and got called for the foul. Into the game for Wasatch. Balch is going to take a break, and Dorius. But then Ty Dorius is going to come in with Dante Rodriguez. Three-pointer, no. It looked like it was going to happen, but I think Johnson wasted a little too much time. There's an open three off the mark, no good. I'm not sure if Spanish has hit a three, maybe one. I don't have the stats. And that's the difference in this game, I think. Dorius thought about that three. Beautiful pass to Colin Anderson. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. No good. But Wasatch is going to end up with it. New shot clock. No rush here. Hinckley gives it to Colin's going to take a three. No good. They did not have to do that, but hey, when the magic's happening. Spanish Fork. Dyerney. There's an open three. No good. Spanish trying to get back in it with some threes, and they've got a couple looks, but just not falling. 51-31 is the 20-point lead for Wasatch. They have led most of the game. Nate Hinckley being guarded closely by Brock Jacobson. Hinckley's going to fake that. Boy, it looked like he might take it. They try to get it to Dorius. JJ's going to get the shot off. In and out. And Hinckley comes up with the board and puts it back up. Can't get it. JJ Sari somehow ended up with it. It looked like for a moment Dante and JJ were wrestling over it. You get called for travel in that, right?
Yeah.
In either case, JJ succeeds. And Spanish is just devastated. Nothing falling for him. And defensively, sometimes just feeling like they can't stop him. There's a foul. It's going to be on Dorius. That's going to be Ty Dorius. Wasatch with 4 fouls here in the quarter. 5 now. They're going to play the rest of the quarter with 5 fouls, which means Spanish will shoot 2 every foul from Wasatch. Here on out, Spanish has no fouls.
Yeah, I think we saw this a little bit in the girls' game. Sometimes it's the pace and the style that, when you're bringing that kind of tempo and up, you're going to have more fouls. Wasatch is up to the tempo and then increase the pressure on defense and taking gambles there, and so they're going to have more fouls.
Peyton Webster misses the first free throw. And hits the second. The lead is 21. Wasatch breaks the press. Boy, and they just get it down to Dorius, and he scores. That's textbook press break, right?
Yeah, the ball, it hit the floor. But nobody's dribbling and breaking it with the dribble. That's a passing break. And exactly what you want to see.
Oh, they're giving that to Wasatch. Oh, surprising. I think Coach Johnson just shrugged his shoulders and said, what else can go wrong? That was clearly off of JJ. And nobody's arguing at this point. Cash Coombs guarded heavily at the top. Wasatch looks like they're not taking any more threes. They could have a couple times. Let's get it down low to Dante Rodriguez. Good. Most definitely a size mismatch there. Spanish just doesn't
playing
know.
with JJ,
Good.
Dante, and Dorius on the court at the same time. That's a big lineup.
Peyton Webster hits the three. And quickly, Coach Garrett Johnson calls the timeout. Corey, 3 minutes and 20 seconds is a lot of time. That is a big lead, but it's a lot of time. And
when you're down 22 and you've only scored 35, you're asking a lot in 3 minutes. But with the three and with the shot clock and you're in a double bonus, or bonus now, the rest of the way out, it'd be a stretch, but it's possible.
Looking at the schedule, some of the games that Spanish Fork have won. I mean, they beat Maple Mountain. They beat Salem Hills 71-57. And they beat Cedar Valley by 1 and Maple Mountain. So they have beat some good teams. But boy, right at the moment, they have no answer for Wasatch.
Yeah, Wasatch is clicking. They've got things dialed in pretty tight on what they want to do. And guys are playing really well for Wasatch.
And all this without Carson Benke. Carson, of all the three-point shooters, and there are threats, Carson obviously their number one threat. But boy, tonight, no worries. JJ Sari's coming down. No call, and the basket's good. They're going to give a warning flop that time.
But that call was immediately right when and I agree with both of them. But
Jacob Johnson was, I
don't even think there was contact.
Yeah, I think, and that's what JJ did a good job of, just avoiding it.
Yeah.
And so Jacob Johnson, I mean, how many times have we seen a flop warning in this season? And now we've seen 2 here in this half.
I just don't know why we have to have a conversation every time.
So they're saying, boy, Garrett Johnson just
I don't think you can argue the
refs.
call. I mean, it was obvious. I don't think there was even contact made. And the nature of him going up for that shot, you're putting the player at a risk when you're going on the floor unnecessarily. But I don't know why.
It looks like Wasatch is getting free throws like a technical.
Well, they signaled the technical down here on the bench, but I'm not sure if that's their second.
Now you got Coach Johnson.
Unless
Dorius at the line.
Right, there was a warning on JJ earlier.
Right.
But that should have been our warning.
Logan Dorius sinks both.
Unless they think there was 2 warnings on Spanish at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Both coaches are at center court trying to have this conversation with the referee. Because I think that the argument is made that, they're like, this is the second flop warning, therefore technical. But they were both on different teams, and so it's not a.
It's definitely not like when they do a warning, it's not a warning for both teams like they do in baseball,
Yeah.
Like they give both teams a warning, and then the next problem is an ejection or something like that. But that's not the case here, right? Anyway.
So I'm trying to lip read and see what. I don't think it's. going to change much, but you want.
Glorious. And the foul charge. So JJ amazingly getting past the speedy Brock Jacobson just enough to get the foul charge. That's the first foul of the quarter for Spanish Fork. JJ's going to come out. JJ comes out and Dante Rodriguez comes out. 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Checking into the game is Colin Anderson and Caleb Balch.
And both Dante and JJ had a stellar game tonight.
Is this a little early to take the guys out? I think at this point it looks like
you don't want to get them hurt. And
that for sure. Stolen by Jacobson, and layup is missed. No call, no foul call. Boy, they just guys. Oh, and they're calling a travel. I'm sorry, that one. I try not to be. Ken Purdy, who
Ken would let
tonight,
you know right now.
Ken would let us know. I'm living my Ken right now. That was a foul.
I'm kind of silent because I was just surprised.
That's crazy.
And a lot of contact. And
Ken Purdy, if you're listening, we miss you, dude. Ken Purdy's enjoying the sunshine of Arizona, watching his daughter play softball for UVU. Jacobson drives, gets the shot up, no good. Dorius with the rebound.
Great board. Keep it high, vision, Cedar outlet.
Balch kicks it off. Balch going to take the three-pointer, no good. Dorius kicks it out, and Wasatch's going to end up and just past the reach of Colin Anderson. Shot is up for Spanish, no good. Gets his own rebound. Neither can go. Peyton Webster got 2 offensive boards, 2 opportunities, and then got fouled on the second. Shooting 2 for Spanish is Peyton Webster. Webster not up on the board. No, he is on the board, sorry. That's 10 points for him. The usual suspects for Spanish tonight have gone cold. Leading scorer, 16 points a game, Gage Christensen. Christensen, 1 point with 2 minutes left here in this game. Cass Coombs is going to drive, kicks it off. Shot is up, no good, and rebound to Spanish. Shot was by Morris. Yeah, I think at this point you just drive and try to get fouled. Spanish. Caleb Balch with the foul. That'll be his first. And Brock Jacobson at the line for Spanish. Boy, they're just free throws. Even if they keep driving the foul, their free throws are making it that they aren't going to catch them if it stays this way.
Yeah, you're not helping yourself out much.
1:56 left in the game. Missed both free throws. Wasatch just can take a lot of time off the clock here. Wasatch not looking to shoot at all. Colin Anderson drives. Caleb Balch. No good.
Yeah, good look. There's that speed.
Wow, very speedy. Layup, no good. Cade Leatherwood with the offensive board. Minute 20 left. Spanish running out of time. Dribbled off his foot. That's a drive by Noah Johnson, no good. Dorius with another rebound.
I love that we get to see the 2 Dorius brothers on the court together. They've often relieved one at a time, and
right.
Tonight's fun to see.
And foul by Austin Olson. 58 seconds. Corey, would you say this is a Wasatch team taking a turn a little bit? Or have they just been able to play this well just in a really tough Region 7?
I think it's a few factors of both, probably. I mean, they've always been capable of it. They have a ton of talent. But tonight, things just started to click and started to come together. And when they did, boy, did they ever, you know. You got everybody in sync. The ball kind of goes your way a little bit, and it's the right time to peak.
As we mentioned, at least four players with 3-pointers tonight for Wasatch. It's a new shot clock. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on.
Boy, the refs are determined to get paid by the hour or something. I don't know.
Foul on Ty Dorius.
There's two bigs away from the ball, not even impacting the play,
Yeah.
battling for position. That might be a verbal warning, you know, as you're going down the floor.
Yep, maybe.
But nope, they decided to stop the game.
Boy, it looked like the possible 3-pointer. Shot is up by Noah Johnson. He's fouled. That'll be a foul on. That'll be Logan Dorius. That's his fourth. 29 seconds left in the game. As we mentioned, this is the season-ending game, regular season game for both teams. And both of these teams will play and will host the first round of the tournament. Spanish and Wasatch, second free throw good for Noah Johnson. 29 seconds left, and Wasatch can just run out this clock, and I don't think Spanish is going to foul him, so this will just be the end of the game. And a very convincing win for Wasatch. Students are calling to shoot it.
Just such a good kid calling it. No matter what he does it well.
And a big win.
And well liked. As
well
you can see, the student body cheering him on and recognizing that senior.
Final scores, Wasatch 61 and Spanish Fork 38. Wow, all I can say is convincing win for the Wasatch Wasps. Spanish, just the look on their faces, do not know what's hit them.
Yeah, and I think that fourth quarter was just more of a formality of getting it done, but so I think the game was well secured by Wasatch. Just their style play coming out that third quarter and really putting it on.
The win for Wasatch puts them at 10-13 overall and 3-7 in the region play. They will end that. Spanish Fork will remain in fourth place. Wasatch will remain. Oh, we were going to look at that. We do have the. Yeah, Wasatch will actually move up a spot to fifth place. And depending on what other teams do here tonight, but it does move up. And again, Wasatch will. Oh, I see what's happening. You see what we got going on here? So the girls have stayed.
And now they will get to cut down the net.
They will get to cut down the net. So as we mentioned, Wasatch will move up a spot. But more importantly, they're going to host first round. That'll be next Wednesday night. So it'll be Wednesday. That is the 19th. And Wasatch will play here. Now, I'm not sure who they will play. They will play a team ranked somewhere around 18, 19. We're not sure where Wasatch will end up in the RPI. But the Wasatch boys will host. And Sting TV will have that home game streamed right here. Final thoughts of the boys' game, Corey?
That was a solid game. Spanish, like I said, I felt like those two teams were pretty even coming in. Style and record-wise, it was who was going to put their identity on their game. And I really feel like for a while there it was back and forth, but then when Wasatch turned the corner and really put their stamp, and so I'm going to pause as they recognize the girls' team here.
Yes.
As
Yeah, what they're receiving, for all of you that
there's the
hadn't heard up to this point, they are Region 7 champions all by themselves. Last year, tied with Timpview, we believe. They were co-camp champions last year. And what a fantastic story for Coach Audrey Hall. Audrey's got Junior with her tonight. And so congratulations to the Lady Wasps. I'm real happy for them.
Yeah, well deserved. A good group.
Do you have a player of the game for the boys? It's kind of hard because it's spread out.
It was.
So much.
It really was. I don't know if I could pick one, to be honest.
I
feel like I missed half the game running back and forth.
I gotta give. I mean, JJ Sari, obviously a huge force, but to me, they don't go out in that early lead without Jacob Balch having that fantastic first quarter. So we're going to give a little props to that. And
I like that.
And Balch, may not have scored many more in the second half, but it was the first quarter that separated these two teams, and I'm going to give him a lot of credit. So
I like that.
Spanish Fort drops to 4-6 in region play and 9-14 overall. And again, they will be still hosting first round as well. So we'll check on, I believe tomorrow the RPI comes out, and we'll be able to see. So final goodbyes here tonight. I'm not sure if we're going to be watching.
Thank you for joining us. Again, tune in next week, Wednesday and Thursday, as we bring you playoff basketball.
It'll be the first round for the boys. It'll be the second round for the girls. But Wasatch, being the number 2 team in the state, will get a bye in the first round. And so that will be the case. All right. Brent Martindale here with Corey Lang and the gang. Corey, great job with everything again. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. We'll see you hopefully next Wednesday night here in the Nest on Sting TV.
If you want to